If there's one thing the DC Universe is built on, it's legacy. Heroes passing the torch to the next generation. But how does a hero really become a hero? It's not always about getting zapped by lightning or finding a magic ring. More often than not, it's about having a great teacher. Today, we're diving into the mentors who shaped DC's greatest legends to figure out who is the ultimate mentor in the DC Universe. Let's kick things off with a true old-school legend, Wildcat. This guy, Ted Grant, started out as a world-class heavyweight boxer. After getting framed by the mob, he was inspired by the first masked heroes and created the Wildcat persona to clear his name and fight back. But where Wildcat really made his mark was as a teacher. As a core member of the Justice Society of America, he became the go-to guy for training the next wave of crime fighters in good old-fashioned brawling. And his student roster? It's a who's who of DC's toughest fighters. We're talking Black Canary, Catwoman, and get this, even Batman himself learned how to box from Wildcat. Now, let's head out into deep space. The Green Lantern Corps has been policing the galaxy for billions of years, and you don't keep the peace that long without an ironclad training program. At the heart of that program is the one and only Kilowog. This massive, intimidating drill sergeant is famous for his brutal training that turns scared rookies, or poozers as he'd call them, into cosmic cops capable of shaping light with just their will. Though his methods are tough, he's personally trained legends like Hal Jordan and remains a key mentor for almost every new Lantern who joins the Corps. When you talk about the best fighters in DC, a few names always come up. But who do the masters go to when they need a tune-up? That would be Richard Dragon. He doesn't just teach you how to throw a punch, he teaches you how to find your center. He's a master of Zen philosophy, a spiritual guide who takes on the broken, the lost, and the angry. He's famous for taking a nearly dead Vic Sage, the hero known as the Question, and not just reteaching him how to fight, but completely rebuilding his entire philosophy on life. He showed a rage-filled huntress how to find balance. For Richard Dragon, the battle is always within, and he's the master at helping heroes win it. But for every teacher focused on peace and balance, there's another who walks a much darker path. Enter Lady Shiva. For Shiva, fighting is a language, and death is the final word. She believes true mastery can only be found on the edge of a blade. Where Dragon builds you, Shiva is ready to tear you down and remake you in her own lethal image. But her most complex student is, without a doubt, her own daughter, Cassandra Cain. Cassandra was raised to be the perfect living weapon, a girl who could read body language better than she could read a book. Their relationship is a constant, brutal duel, a mother pushing her daughter to embrace a legacy of death and a daughter fighting desperately to become a hero instead. Let's talk speedsters. When you think of mentors, you probably think of Jay Garrick or Barry Allen, but there's a hidden master of the Speed Force, Max Mercury. Originally from the 1830s, Max is literally a man out of time, and he sees the Speed Force in a way no one else does. To him, it's not a science experiment, it's a spiritual place, a near mystical plane of existence. He became the Zen master of speed, teaching heroes like Wally West and Bart Allen that speed wasn't just about running fast, it was about listening to the Speed Force, becoming one with its energy and unlocking a potential they never knew they had. Of course, you can't have this conversation without talking about the big guy himself, Batman. Bruce Wayne has personally trained an entire family of crime fighters, and his training program is absolutely insane. We're not just talking martial arts. It's forensics, escape artistry, stealth, criminology, underwater survival, basically a PhD in becoming a nocturnal ninja detective. It's an incredibly demanding path, which is why so few are chosen. But just look at the results. His students have become some of the best heroes in the world. Nightwing has led the Justice League, Oracle is the information network for the entire superhero community, and Cassandra Cain is one of the best fighters on the planet. So after all that, who takes the crown? Who is DC's #1 mentor? The truth is, they all bring something unique to the table. Wildcat is the foundational coach. Kilowog and Max Mercury are the ultimate specialists. And Batman is in a league of his own, limited only by his one-man war on crime. Any new hero would be lucky to have one of them in their corner. But what do you think? Did we miss anyone? Drop your pick for DC's greatest mentor in the comments below.
Anyway, that's all I've got in the mentors for now. Hope you guys had some fun with that. If you're into this kind of stuff and want to see more, maybe think about subscribing. I've got a lot more of these planned. And if you do, make sure to hit that little bell icon. Otherwise, YouTube will probably never show you my videos again. It is just how it is. Cool, that's it for me. See you on the next one.